Welcome back to Indian Trace. This is going to be a really cool video, aren't they all? But what I'm showing you right here is a group of artifacts that I found today. Good look at them. And I'm in a little bit different place. I'm actually testing an alarm system in here, so you'll hear it chirping here or there. I'm locating weak cells, if you will, in some of our alarms. So I'm going to take care of that. And just had a couple minutes here. So I figured I'd just put these out here while I'm waiting, and so you hear that? And go ahead and make this and capture some thoughts that I had. Some great pieces though. Now one piece that I'll show you and I'll take it away. Now I have two things I want to talk about here. I mean, this is the kind of pottery you find in coastal Piedmont, as you've seen many times. The reason I'm showing you this, and it's really cool, you can see they use sort of a fabric on that pottery. Good stuff. And the back is very cool as well, is because this is not what I find around here. Now, if you dug, maybe, but look at this. Now, Jonesy, he owed me 5 rims. No, he didn't really owe me, but he blessed me with 6. And we're going to take a look at these. These are incredible. Now, he's going to tell me a little bit more about them, but we're going to take a look at those in a minute. Just fantastic rims. I had something just, for the top rim edge of a pot. I can't even imagine just being able to just have some of these in a collection. I have no earthly idea where I'm going to put them or what I'm going to do with them just yet, but fantastic pieces of textile, fantastic pieces of utilitarian ancient Indian artifact. It's great stuff. I mean, look at these rims. Can you imagine? And you've seen them, I've seen them, we've all seen them dig so many of this up. So many of these things up. Look at this. So he just shared some and sent them on, and I'm just, I'm blessed. This is really cool. This is museum grade right here that you're looking at, which is really funny. I know some museums, they find full pots, different places, and put them back together, but, I can be thankful for pieces of history. Just like these pieces. Now this piece was my honor piece that I brought out today. It was so windy I could not film these pieces being found. I could not film, this piece being found, which is a stellar point right here altogether. Just couldn't film it. So I figured I'd come out here and just make a couple comments about things. Now remember, that's the pottery I'm used to. I might find a bigger piece. I might find a piece that's as big as my hand. Well, that's rare too. But never. I mean, nothing like this. Look at this. Can you imagine? So, my shout out to Dirty Water Jones. Appreciate it. From his midden piles and what have you. It's just unbelievable. Now, there is a point that he sent. One point, which is just absolutely fantastic. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. I just don't have it right here. I can't get up and go get it. It will be in a different video because I just got to show you what he decided to give me. I can't even imagine. It's a head shaker. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. So let's take a look at this. This point here is the one I brought out that goes in my Heartbreakers. This is my honor piece. It is a point and a piece. These artifacts that are backing it up all came from the exact same area today. So these all came in from that same area. And I went out there and brought this with me. And for good luck, for honor, just to be close with God and with my heart, to keep it in a good state where I could just be thankful for the area I'm in. It helps remind me that if I know who was there, which is whoever made this, and made some others that I found there that are really nice, then I know what's there. And this was, today, what was there. Look at this. Now I just want to share with you this as we do, and I'm going to set this thing aside right here. Just a nice piece. I mean, look at this. If it was a whole piece, I think they stopped, if I can get a focus on this, making this piece before they were done. I think it broke. It's an old break. It's still not worked on this end, but worked beautifully through the base. I think it didn't work out and they threw it away, but that's okay. It's an absolutely stellar piece, good size. Well, when I was out there, I found and came across this trace. And this pottery, I picked it up because it was trace. It just confirms that I was in a good place. They do out there have some of this, which is absolute high grade quartz crystal. This is a little piece that was worked, thrown aside, and I found some points out there and some actual stocks of the crystal spindles. So they got that out there, which helps remind me to keep my eye open. There'll probably be an awesome crystal point someday. Don't press it, don't expect it, but that's just what I call good evidence when you're out there in an area that you gotta just take your time and slow down, because that was not up in the field by accident. It didn't originate there. Did not. I was at the edge. Now, as we look at these pieces here, and I'm going to go through these two little pieces first, I do want to make a comment about the political interest link that I'm going to have on here today. Unbelievable. I did some extra research, and if you don't know the name Milo yet, then I'm not sure you're really covering some really pertinent stories in the news. If I say Berkeley, that might ring a bell. If I say rioting at Berkeley, well, it was because of an individual, and his name is Milo. And I put a political interest link of his comments hours after he had to be evacuated from Berkeley. And his comments as to why. Now, what's unique about it is that he is someone who I agree with on, and I'm going to first hit the agreement points. I agree with his stance concerning the support in defense of the First Amendment. And it's not for obscenity necessarily. Now, the First Amendment and the protection of the First Amendment is to protect all speech. But Milo and his emphasis to the young and to those at colleges are to consider ideas. Even if they're not ideas that you agree with, those are nice pieces, huh? Even if they're not... what tickles your fancy or what you think is great. The whole point of the United States of America and the First Amendment is that you are able to voice those opinions, political or not, in those ideas. What crosses the line where we're going to have law and order is when you decide you're going to get violent and you're going to decide to hurt somebody just because of what they think and believe. And that's what's been happening. That's what was happening at Berkeley because of Milo. He explains it all. But his defense of the First Amendment is stellar, second to none, and he's done a great job and had a great platform for it among so many colleges in the United States, and taken heat for it for conservative reasons. And the reason I say that is because he is openly and proud of it gay. He's a libertarian, but his conservative values in terms of the defense of the Constitution of the United States, nice pieces I found today, right? And his ethics are second to none. Really, they are. I didn't say morals, I said ethics. That includes constitutional ethics. That includes our nation. See, he's not originally from our nation. His points of view I have found worth listening to. They are definitely worth it because they're in defense of the United States of America, that because of some yin-yangs is under attack. Freedom is under attack. If you don't believe it, just take a look at what's going on. And he explains exactly what happened to him at Berkeley in this political link and what happened that evening, and it was just really good to hear his perspective of it. I'm going to leave it at that. Some great pieces, and then we're going to move on to the other thing as we talk about it. Nice, right? You hear that chirping every once in a while. These pieces, I'm telling you what, Jonesy, blow my mind. Some of you out there, you might not get a chance. You might have tons of pottery. I do not. To me, it is a special thing. He's shown a lot of it, but listen, I'm out there. There is no such thing as pottery like this around here. I'm thinking, though, that this is either woodland or Mississippian period. That's my guess. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just nice. I know it's ancient North American Indian. I know that's for sure. But I'm going to tell you what. It just is good for the imagination. I mean, look at these pieces he decided he would share with me. Great stuff, right? So, just moving ahead, talking about things. It's very difficult to put into words, and actually Milo's been asked to go everywhere now since the butt-backwards protesters and rioters, They weren't protesting peacefully. They should have been prosecuted, arrested, and, well, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to go on down that road. But the perspective that we hear from Milo is incredible. He was actually on Fox as well. I watched that. I'm not going to put that link on. I think it's on my political interest link. You might want to check it out as well. I'm going to tell you what, in a conservative basis, he is a conservative, but he's liberal, which is interesting. Liberal in terms of his morality. Because, like I said, he's happy as can be to be gay. He's happy as can be to be very gay. Which was shocking to me at first, because he supports all the conservative ethics of the Constitution of the United States in the Bill of Rights, which is profound. Another reason why he was hammered so hard at Berkeley, and a lot of you might have researched this already, but I'm going to give you this little tip because it's not on there, is because of his work that he's done with Breitbart News. Unbelievable and worthwhile website for you to go to. Now, the decorated pieces, look at this. I mean, I can't get over this stuff. I've just given you a good look at it and give a little chat while we're going. It's good natural light. Breitbart News. Look at this. I mean, Jonesy, what are you kidding me? I know you have piles of it, though. I really do. I really appreciate it, though, because these, to me, seem like really prized pieces. Look at this thing. Probably sitting right in the fire. Look at that. So anyway, Milo actually worked quite a bit, as far as I can understand, through just preliminary research and everything at Breitbart News as an editor. And just, that's awesome. But you see, the double header about defending the Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights, the First Amendment, and being at the same time such an enemy because you happen to be a supporter of gay rights as well, it just locks up the brains of liberals. They just cannot handle that. They just don't know what Americana means. They don't know what true patriotism means. And it certainly doesn't mean, because I'm a conservative Christian, that I have anything, any animosity, if you will, any hatred, if you will, towards anybody who's gay. It doesn't mean that at all. You see, they try to paint that picture, and it's not true at all, everybody. And if you happen to be new on here, look at this piece. Are you kidding me? Craziness, right? Just a good look at it with me. I hadn't even looked at it until now really closely. But just put it documented on film, as well as these right here. I mean, look at this stuff. Good finds today. Too windy, like I said. That's the pottery I get. And this is the pottery that was shared with me. Anyway, enough babble about Milo. He'll explain for himself. Please take your time, do it. I know a lot of you might not have any propensity for somebody who's gay, but listen, you're going to learn a lot. And that's what it's about in life for me. I'm going to try to figure out a way to learn something or see something differently, to be more of an intelligent person by the time today is done. And with appreciations and things that people do for me, like these pots, which is crazy. I mean, look at this angle, will you? Mercy. That must have been a cool pot. Well, when it's all said and done at the end of your day, how many people did you get a chance to influence? Great pots. Look at those pieces. Great pieces. Appreciate it. Jonesy, appreciate it for the shout out there for Dirty Water Jones. Check him out. Check the political interest link out. I think you'll really be blessed, if not changed, to get a perspective about what's going on. And that's big news. They don't want to cover it right on our news, on regular news, which I don't even watch anymore. I can't say our news. Disgusting, right? Stupidity. Anyway, they don't want to cover it right. But at the same time, there's plenty of people out there who are true journalists who are covering it all. I mean, Tucker Carlson did a great job inviting Milo to Fox. Said plainly, listen, I don't agree with everything that he says or everything that he is or does. But that's the point, is that everybody has the opportunity to express themselves politically and for those thoughts to be considered by intelligent people. What is the matter with people who try to shut it down in fascism and their ignorance in this country? We're going to throw them out. Okay? We're going to call an end to that BS. This is the United States of America, and it is the land of the free and the home of the brave. Now, that's enough. Hope you have a fantastic evening. Hope you find out there and I'll talk to you soon.